What's going on, guys? It's Dustin, aka Dusty LBZ, here with the folks at Kleinn Air Horns, and today we're going to be giving you guys an install guide on this USTL 734 kit. This is the universal spare tire location train horn kit with the 730 air horns. Super excited. We're going to take you guys through exactly how to put this together, how to put it on, get it all wired up, and get it working. So make sure you stay tuned. We're going to dive right into that, but step number one, of course, is getting everything unboxed. We'll get on the table. We'll talk about it from there. All right, guys, so we got everything on the table here. As you can see, we've got everything pulled out of the big box and laid out for you here. One thing that I do want to call out right away, probably the easiest way for you guys to install these is going to be to find this sheet right here. This sheet is going to take you via this QR code to the install instructions for this kit. And I gotta be honest, this is one of the nicest install instruction sheets I've ever seen when it comes to installing aftermarket product. It does a really good job of walking you through step by step on how to get all of this put together, how to mock it up, how to verify what fits your truck and what doesn't fit your truck, and if there's any clearance issues, anything like that. So for the most detailed information, you're gonna wanna reference that sheet. We'll also drop a link to it down in the description below here so you guys can check that out. But that's gonna be your most in-depth instruction opportunity, and it's gonna be the easiest way for you guys to make sure that this goes together without any hiccups. So we got everything laid out on the table. We're gonna go through, get started here, kind of open some more things up and get everything going, and then we'll start getting it put together. All right, guys, so the first step you're gonna wanna do here is grab your air tank and then grab all of your brass fittings, your pressure switch, and then also the Kleinn air horn juice. Now you're gonna use these little bottles and you're gonna take and put 2 drops on each one of these fittings as you put them into the tank. Again, there's a really great manual on this in the install instructions, has it all broke down, part numbers all labeled and everything. So we're not gonna go through and individually point all that stuff out, but again, if you have questions, reference that install manual. It's killer, they do a really good job. So yeah, we're gonna get started putting all these in there and we'll catch up with you guys in just a little bit. All right, so now that we got the tank all set up and ready to go, we're gonna get the compressor out, get it unboxed, and start getting that all set up so we can mount that on the bracket, get the horn set up, and get everything installed on the truck. All right, now that the compressor is all set and ready to go, we're gonna turn our attention to the actual bracket. First step here is gonna be taking these threaded rods, getting them set up through the holes in the bracket, and then getting all the hardware on them so that way we can start actually assembling the entire horn and all of that stuff. All right, folks, so as you can see, now that we've got the threaded rod put into the bracket and all tightened down, we've got the actual horns unboxed here and put on the table. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get these mounted up, again, following the instructions in that PDF, get them all mounted up, get them ready to go, and go from there. All right, folks, now that we have the horns all mounted up to the bracket, the next step is gonna be to install the compressor. Now, important note here, the compressor is gonna go with this end facing the end of your bracket here that has the diamond shape cut out in it. So it's gonna take this whole compressor and it's gonna mount up just like this. So we're gonna go ahead, get her installed, and we'll touch base once we're done. All right, guys, now that we got the compressor all mounted up, the next step is gonna be to mount the tank to the bracket just like this. Again, if you have any questions on this install, the best spot is that install manual. It's got it all laid out for you, really, really simple, and it's really easy to follow. So make sure you check that out. Let's get this mounted and we'll go from there. All right, folks, now that we got the tank mounted here on the bracket, the next steps are gonna be to take these foam strips and install them the length of the runners on the bracket. And then from there, we're gonna take these little caps and we're gonna plug the holes on all 4 sides. So we're gonna go ahead and get that done, and then we'll catch up with you guys in just a little bit. All right, folks, now that we've got everything assembled on the bench here, we're gonna go ahead and get started doing the wiring on the truck. Now, again, I know we mentioned this before, but you guys are gonna wanna refer to that PDF that Kleinn provides to you guys with every one of these air horn kits. It's got a really good wiring diagram. It's gonna show you where to run all your wires. All the colors are listed and color-coded in there. So again, a little bit of an in-depth process here, but that PDF is gonna give you all the information that you need. So we're gonna get started. We're gonna get this thing wired up, and then we'll check back in with you guys after that. All right, guys, so as you can see, table's getting empty in front of us here, and that's because all the wiring is connected and ready to go. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna actually install the train horns into the spare tire location on the truck. Now, my truck does not have a spare tire in it, so we don't have to take it out. However, if yours does, you're gonna have to remove your spare tire before you put this one in it. So we're gonna get it lifted up, kind of set into place, and then we'll run the wiring up forward into the engine bay and the cab, and we'll get this one all buttoned up. Well, there you have it, folks. There is the install for the Kleinn Universal Spare Tire Location Kit. If you like what you see, make sure you subscribe to the channel here for the folks at Kleinn. And of course, if you have any questions, make sure you reach out to those guys. Or if you need their products, hit the link down below. Go check them out and get yourself an air horn kit for yourself.